He's in the
Find a
control
way
room,
to the ship's bridge.
but I'm not detecting any human life signs.
Checkpoint done.
Chief, don't be a fool. Leave me.
Captain? Captain! I've lost him.
Checkpoint done. X button swap for shotgun. Checkpoint done. X but X.
Analyzing damage. This hole was caused by some kind of explosive. Very powerful if it tore through the ship's hull. All I detect down there are pools of coolant. Warning, threat level increasing. That jump into the coolant is looking better all the time, Chief. Trust me, it's to cushion our fall.
Jump. Objective jump.
There's so many, I can't track them all.
Objective completed jump.
I told you it was deep enough.
Done.
The crash did more damage than I suspected. Analyzing. Coolant leakage rate is significant. The ship's reactors should already have gone critical. We should head this way towards the ship's gravity lift.
X but objective fight your way to the gravity lift. X button.
For the profits!
I told you it was deep enough.
Objective completed jump.
The crash did more damage than I suspected. Analyzing. Coolant leakage rate is significant. The ship's reactors should already have gone critical. We should head this way towards the ship's gravity lift.
Objective fight your way to the gravity lift. X button swap for SM. X button swap for SM. X button swap for SM. X button swap. Checkpoint done. X but
I gave you an order.
checkpoint done.
Now pull out.
He's delirious, in pain. We have to find him.
X button swap for SMG. Checkpoint done. X but X button swap. X but X. Y button out of ammo. Switch to X button. Y button out of ammo. X buttons. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X. Checkpoint done. X button swap for. Checkpoint done. X button swap for checkpoint done.
Are attacking each other. I recommend we wait until they've worn each other down. Then we'll only have to deal with the stragglers.
X button swap for needle. X. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. Checkpoint done. X button. X. X button. X. X button swap. X. X button. X button swap for Mac. X buttons. X button swap. X. 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 X buttons. X. X button. X buttons. X. X. X button swap. X. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X button. X button swap for clutch. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X button swap. X button swap. X button swap for. X button swap. X button. Checkpoint on. X button. X button. X buttons. X button swap. X buttons. X. Checkpoint done. X button swap for magnet. X button. X button. X button. X button. X. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X button swap. X button. X button. X button. X button swap from. X button. X button. X button swap. Checkpoint done. X. Checkpoint done. Checkpoint done.
Cover me.
Checkpoint done. X button not. X buttons. X. X button. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X. X checkpoint done. X buttons. X. 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 X button swap for SMG. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X button swap. X, X, X buttons, X, X button. X button swap for S. Objective: fight your way to the gravity lift. X. Objective.
Power source detected. There's the gravity lift. It's still operational. His vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry!
Objective: eliminate Covenant guarding the grav lift and board the ship. X. X buttons.
We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Eliminate Covenant guarding the grav lift and board. Checkpoint done. Objective: get to the ship's bridge. Checkpoint done.
The Covenant battle net is a mess.
Checkpoint done.
I can't access the ship's schematics. My record in the shuttle bay should be here.
Objective: get to the shuttle bay. X button. X. Checkpoint
Look,
done.
in the corners. The Flood are gathering bodies here.
The memories. And they're mine. I must hold on.
Checkpoint done. X button swap. X. X. X button. X buttons. X button. X button swap for Magnum. X button. X button swap. X button. X button swap for X button. X button. X buttons. X button. X buttons. X button swap for class. X. X button swap for checkpoint done. X button swap for S. X button swap. X button. X button swap. X button swap for Magnum. Checkpoint done. X objective get to the shuttle bay. Checkpoint done. X button. Objective get to the shuttle bay. Objective get to the shuttle bay. Objective get to the shuttle bay. X button swap for needle. X button swap for needler. X swap. X button. X checkpoint done.
Looks like another shuttle bay.
Objective
We should be
get
able
to
to
the
reach the
shuttle
control
bay.
room from the 3rd level.
Objective ascend to the upper deck. Checkpoint done. X button swap for X. Checkpoint done. X.
I can hear their whispers.
X but X. Checkpoint done. X. X checkpoint done. X X button. X button. Checkpoint done. Checkpoint done.
Is that really you?
X button swap for plasma rifle.
From this round,
X button. X button. X button. X button. X. Checkpoint done. Objective ascend to the upper deck. X button swap for plasma rifle. Checkpoint done. Objective completed. Descend to the upper deck. Objective get to the ship's bridge. Bridge. Objective can swap for objective get to the ship's bridge. X button swap for rough. X. Checkpoint done. X.
The control
X,
room
X.
should be this way.
I can feel them crawling inside my mind. But I won't give in.
Objective local Captain Easy. X. Checkpoint done. X button. X buttons. Checkpoint done. Checkpoint done.
Chief,
How do we free him?
it's not him. Not anymore. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do. It's done. I have the code. We should go.
Objective completed. Locate Captain Keys.
Alert! I'm detecting multiple Covenant and Flood groups approaching the bridge.
X button.
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn.
Shuttle bay.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
X. Checkpoint done. Checkpoint done. Objective completed. Get to the shuttle bay. X button. X. X button. Checkpoint done. X. X button. X. X button. X button. X checkpoint done. X button. Objective escape in the Banshee.
Grab one of the Banshees and we'll use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn.
Checkpoint done. Objective escape in the Banshee. X button.
He will reveal himself.
Checkpoint done. Objective updating done. Objective loading. Checkpoint done.
Falling apart.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
There must have been something wrong with the coordinate data.
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can initiate an overload of the ship's fusion
objective,
engines.
make your way
The
to the
explosion
Autumn's
should damage
bridge.
enough systems
Make your
below
way,
it to destroy the
checkpoint
ring.
done. Make your way to the Autumn's bridge. Checkpoint done. X button. X button swap for Sentinel. X button swap for X. Checkpoint done. X buttons. X. Checkpoint done. Checkpoint done. X button swap for X button. X button swap X make objective, make your way to the Autumn's bridge. Make your way to the Autumn's bridge. X but checkpoint done. Checkpoint done. X button swap for plasma. X button swap for plasma pistol. X button. Checkpoint done. X buttons. X button swap. Checkpoint done. X.
Flush the tower. Well met. Prepare for judgment. Go and end that fool's unworthy life.
Checkpoint done.
Invaders defy!
X button swap. Objective, make your way to the bottom's bridge. X button. Checkpoint done. X button swap for fuel row.
I can't stop him!
Checkpoint done.
The bridge. We made it. Let's get to work.
X button swap for Desmara.
I need you to
Checkpoint
upload me into the
done.
control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen.
Checkpoint done.
I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the question. Really?
Oh, hell.
Ridiculous! That you would imbue a warship's AI with such a wealth of knowledge. Weren't you worried it might be captured or destroyed?
He's in my data arrays. A local tab?
You can't imagine how exciting this is. To have a record of all our lost time. Human history is fascinating. Oh, how I will enjoy every moment of its categorization. To think you would destroy this installation, as well as this record. I am shocked. Almost too shocked for words.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Why do you continue to fight us, Reclaimer? You cannot win. Give us the construct, and I will endeavor to make your death relatively painless. And
At least I still have control over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship. Sentinels, most likely. As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't know what to do.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps. But why... Okay, I'm coming with you. Chief, Sentinels. Transfer me back to your suit. We need to go.
Objective completed. Make your way to the bottom's bridge. Objective, get to engineering via the cryo storage facility. Checkpoint done. X button. Checkpoint done. X button.
Chief, we need to get to the engine room. That's the only other place where the monitor can override the self-destruct sequence. The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryo chamber. We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
Checkpoint done. X. X button. X button swap. X button. X. X. Objective: get to engineering via the cryo storage facility. Checkpoint done. X button swap. Checkpoint done. X. X. Checkpoint done. X button swap for X. X. Checkpoint done. X. X. Objective: get to engineering via the cryo storage facility. Checkpoint done. X button. X. Objective: get to engineering via the cryo storage facility. X. Checkpoint done. X button swap. X button. X button. X. Checkpoint done. X button swap. X buttons. X button. Checkpoint done. X. X button. Objective: get to engineering via the cryo storage facility. X button swap for sentinel beam. X button. X buttons. X button. X. Checkpoint done. X button. X.
There is the enemy.
X buttons. X buttons. X. Checkpoint done. X button. X. Checkpoint done. X button. X buttons. X. Checkpoint done.
Engine room located. We're here.
Objective:
Don't worry, I
get to
have access to
engineering
all
via
of
the
the
cryo
reactor
storage
schematics and
facility.
procedures.
Get
I'll
to
walk you through
engineering via the cryo storage facility.
First, we need to pull back the
Objective
exhaust
completed. Get to
couplings.
engineering
That will
via the
expose a
cryo
shaft
storage
that leads to the
facility.
primary fusion drive
Objective:
core.
expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket 04.
Our software configurations are below required specifications.
Checkpoint done. X.
Good. Step 1 complete. Now we should have a straight shot into one of the ship's 4 fusion reactors. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cells. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
Objective completed. Expose floors and destroy them with a grenade or
If you run
rocket.
out of
1/4.
explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Analyze. Fusion reactor number 1
Checkpoint
destabilizing.
done.
Use explosives on the other 3 reactors to destroy their cores.
X button swap. Checkpoint done. X. X.
I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
Are you perhaps ill?
Objective completed. Expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket. 1/4. X buttons. X button swap for Sentinel B. X button swap for X button. X buttons. X button. Checkpoint done. X button.
Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
Checkpoint done. Objective completed. Expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket. 1/4. X.
explosive, I recommend a grenade or rocket.
X.
If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's
Checkpoint
entrance.
done.
Recategorizing data for processing and storage now.
X buttons. X. X button swap. X. X button swap for rocket launch. X. X button. X. Objective completed. Expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket to forks. Checkpoint done. X. Checkpoint done. X button. X. Objective completed. Expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket 3/4. Objective completed. X button swap for assault. X button swap for assault. X. X button swap. X. Objective completed. Expose floors and destroy them with a grenade or rocket 3/4. X. Checkpoint done.
That's it. The engine's gone critical. Based on the current rate of decay, we should have 15 minutes to get off the
Objective
ship.
completed. Expose cores and destroy them with a grenade or rocket. Objective take the elevator to the vehicle bay.
Roger, Cortana. I reach 5 by 5. The Pillar of Autumn's engines are going critical, Hammer. Request immediate extraction. Approach the crash site and be ready to pick us up at External Access Junction 4C as soon as you get my signal.
X. Checkpoint done.
Echo 419 going on station.
X button swap for fuel. X button. X. Checkpoint done. Objective. X button. X button swap for fuel. X button.
Echo 419 to Cortana. Things are getting noisy down there. Everything okay?
Negative. We have a wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
X button. Checkpoint done.
Alert. Our RV point with Foehammer is further towards the ship's bow than our current position. Use a warthog to reach the
Objective to
extraction
take
point
the
or we'll never
elevator
make
to
it
the
in time.
vehicle bay. Objective
We can't make it on
take
foot.
the elevator.
We need a vehicle.
Checkpoint done. Objective escape from the pillar of autumn before it's too late. X.
Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees. She'll be as well as the team.
Checkpoint done.
Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again, evade.
Roger. I see him. Wait one. Come on. Breaking right. Damn! Too late!
We need to get through that mess and rendezvous with Foehammer. Don't stop for anything.
Objective escape from the pillar of
Wait,
autumn
stop.
before it's
This
too
is where
late.
Foehammer's coming to pick us
Checkpoint
up.
done.
Hold position here.
Cortana to Echo 419. Request extraction now. On the double.
I'm hit! Mayday! Air Force buses are shot to hell! I can't hold her! I can't hold on!
X button. X.
Echo 419. What's gone? Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory shows 1 longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it. Up ahead, we need to get across that gap. If you hit that ramp at top speed, we should be able to clear it. Jump! the ship! Move! We need to get aboard now!
Checkpoint done.
We're cutting it close. Shut them down. We'll need them later.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning. No. Just dust and echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do. For Earth. An entire Covenant armada obliterated, and the Flood. We had no choice. Halo. It's finished.
No. I think we're just getting started.
Hub.